Well, I got a package, everybody. Let's take a look at what's inside. Hello, everybody. It's Clutch here from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Nice to see you again here on this lovely March 7th. Cold day here in South Dakota. We had some snow over the weekend, so we're kind of get back into, I guess, winter again. I don't really know what's going on. So today we're talking about, I received a package the other day from Mick-O-Pegs. Now, by the way, this is something I bought myself, and it's a product I bought myself, and we're going to go over, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So here's a situation for you. So those of us, especially those of us that ride like a Honda Goldwing, where your feet position is generally at the mid-range or even underneath you, you know, it gets really tiring after a while sitting there. And when you're going down the road, you want to stretch your legs out. How do we stretch our legs out? We buy things, called highway pegs, and you can get them in various shapes and sizes. And, once you have your crash guard, you latch it to your crash guard, and there you go. Well, so there is one issue that could happen with Goldwings because, well, there's a couple options in the market, but for the most part, I like to have my feet kind of low, kind of at that old kind of cruiser position. Well, about the only way you can do that is to buy a set of probably something like an Ergo 2 that will angle your feet down low enough so it kind of has that comfortable seat. The Rivco ones that mount on the center of the engine, that's just not comfortable to me, and there's a lot of us that, they're not comfortable for. I really don't want my legs, up in the air 400 feet, Either way, it'd be just like they were when I had my V-Star, because I had a set of highway pegs on it, and honestly, they were a big old waste of time and money. I never found a good spot for them. They were always, even when I put them low, they were just up, and I had to reach my legs so far that honestly, they didn't do me any good. So I didn't use them a lot. I started using them more, especially when I got my Goldwing, well, a little bit with my 1500. I had those... oh heck, I can't remember what those Markland floorboard types, which I was not impressed with them either. Same deal, kept my feet out too far, rarely used them. Well, then I bought a set of Kiriak and Ergo pegs, that basically got the long bar on them, so it's at a good angle. The problem with that is now you kind of could leave your engine exposed. And what happened to me last spring, which is on my 1800, I had a set of Ergo 2s that came with it, and yeah, as you can see, it broke. And here's how that broke. So, they were sitting there on my, they're bolted up like they're supposed to be on my bike, just like so, right? And, well, I was going to stand my bike up, and I lost my footing, and the bike tipped over. And basically, when the bike tipped over, all that force of the ground went right up on the peg, sheared it right in half. And you can see from these that this peg has seen better days. I got a screw in there so it won't just spin in a circle, but even now you can see it still just does what it wants. These things have been beat up for a long time. The little teeth, most of the teeth in this were broke. Honestly, I knew it was only a matter of time before those pegs were going to fail me, and they did fail me right before my trip. Right before our trip to Michigan last summer. Now, let me tell you, that was a rough trip not being able to stretch my legs out, because I don't care. I don't care what you do with your feet. If you ain't got anywhere to sit them on, just hanging them off the side of the bike even for a little bit, it just would rarely provide any relief at all. So enter an alternative. They're called Mick-O-Pegs. You may have heard of them before. They're a spring-loaded peg, and they're made by a company out of Michigan. And basically what they do is they'll sit up there in the air when you're not using them, and when you need to use them, you can push them back down. The spring will put them down every single time that you're not using them. So if you're getting in some twisties or something where, normally with them old Ergos, I would keep my feet up in the twisties. Well, guess what? Now they're completely up and out of the way. So you can enjoy the twisties, or if you're going to do some low speed training, low speed skills, some practice. Back from my Ergos, I had to actually keep a wrench with me so I could take the pegs off, because I didn't want to scrape them on the pavement, and wreck, because I was worried, well, I'd wreck them, which kind of like I did. What I have here is the box for Mick-O-Pegs. Now, they did not send this to me. They sent it to me after I paid them. So I did pay them for this. Now, getting it from them, it was a little bit of an adventure. So I went to go finally purchase the things, and well, it was awesome because I got to their website and could not get the order tab to bring up anything. So couldn't find it, struggled, did some more searching, see if I could find wherever I could buy them. Well, I finally searched them. I come across this little place where it's got them all listed, and everything looks legit, and it's all PayPal approved and everything like that. And granted, they're actually $70 cheaper, so I thought, okay, well, all right. So I went for it, went and purchased them. Well, I gave it about 2 weeks, and I didn't hear anything, nothing, not an acknowledgement, nothing. So here I'm thinking, man, I hope I didn't get scammed here. And so I emailed the company, and after about 2 days, I panicked and I called. Well, the email message said if you email us, we'll reply to you. So I sat there and waited. And it was about 4 or 5 days later, I finally get an email back saying, yeah, we do have your order. However, where you ordered from was an old website, and they're actually this price. And it's like, so I emailed them back. I said, okay, hey, cool. Let me know what you got to do to make it right, and, I'll pay it, I'll make up the difference, And it's probably about 2 or 3 days later, I got a email from them, and they said, hey, we do have the style you wanted on hand. We're going to need to pay another $50 to make it up, which honestly I didn't have an issue with. And so they sent me another PayPal transaction. I paid it, and I got the pegs in. It was it was last week. Last Tuesday is when I got them. I haven't actually opened them yet. Biggest thing, if you are going to order from Mick-O-Pegs, I would suggest actually emailing them at the email that I'm going to list down below here. That would probably be your best bet to do it, just so you don't run into the issues with the website giving you frets or anything. And they're pretty easy and good to work with. And if you're worried about paying it or whatever, you can email them, tell them what you want. If they got it, they can actually send you an invoice via PayPal, or you can give it to credit card on the email. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would recommend just signing up for a PayPal and doing it that way, because frankly, it's easy, it's secured, and you don't have to worry about giving your credit card out to anybody. And Mick-O-Pegs wouldn't do anything illegally to your card, but let's say someone with bad intentions gets a hold of that email and now they got your credit card. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so time to do the unboxing. And it's kind of cool how the minute you get they'll send it to you priority mail, which is nice. Shipping is free if you're in the US, and you get it in about, I think they shipped it on a Friday, and I had it by the next Tuesday. So pretty reasonable shipping, at least to this part of the world. Anyways, here we go. Let's take a look at it. All right, now. All right. All right, so got some newspaper packing. Talking about a cheese board. All right, so. All right, they load you up with some business cards, so that's good. You can tell your friends about them. All right, there's that. One of the things I like about Mick-O-Pegs is they're a small company. So there you go. It says KD on it. So there's the KD spot. All right, so let's open them up. Oh, wow. So first thing we got here, we got some more business cards. These must be the pegs. All right, so here are their pegs. Now, you know, their pegs are, you know, they're not the, I guess, you know, they're not the fanciest pegs in the world. And actually the sets that you buy now, you can actually, they allow for you to put like a peg from Kuryakin on it, excuse me, if you want. Although these pegs are just fine for me. All right, so now all right, here's the, as you can see, that's kind of how they set out. They'll set out just like, they'll go on your bar just like so. Your peg will go on it like so. And then when you're ready to deploy, put your feet down, your feet hold it down, and they spring back up out of the way. So that's pretty cool. That's the point of them, because they'll go up on you just like that, and that's how you want them to do it. Okay, so we got the other one, and we got, do some more unwrapping here. And there we go, there's the other one. This one goes on the other side. So like I said, once again, you got your crash bar here. You will put your feet down just like so, push them out of the way. So like I said, it's kind of, I like the idea of having a spring load that holds them together. I do like that. Because like I said, gets them out of the way. You won't have the, I don't think I'll have an issue like this where my peg breaks on me. And like I said, I've been really, after not having any type of highway peg since last June, I've been really wanting to have a highway peg again. So it's really good to get these back. So, but anyways, that's it for the Mick-O-Pegs unboxing. And I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna give you some information about them. So like I said, you can reach to them email, and I'll flash that email again right here. Also, you can visit Mick-O-Pegs at www.writingiswonderful.com. So we're not going to do an install today because, like I said, it's pretty cold out, but stay tuned. We are going to do a full install video on these, and then also we're going to do kind of a review video once I get some time riding with them and give you my full thoughts on it. I will say this too, so you've got them unboxed, right? I would not throw away the box or any of the wrapping material, anything like that yet, because they do, if your pegs don't work for you, you do have the ability where you can send them back to them, and they'll send you another pair that might work better. The only thing is that you got to cover the shipping to ship it to them, so I wouldn't get rid of any of the packing material quite yet until you're absolutely sure that they're going to work for you. Anyways, that is all from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog from now. I'm Clunch. Like I said, stay tuned to see how I like these Mick-O-Pegs a little bit later. And on that note, we will see you. Hopefully everything's going good for you where you're at. Hopefully spring comes pretty quickly for you. But once again, I'm Clutch from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Have a good day.